Ladies and gentlemen, today again we have Quantum Vastu Guru Girender Bharti ji. Girender ji, please welcome to Saptarishis Astrology channel.
Thanks a lot.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you.
So your last video with us was on love, and I'm quite sure many would have troubled you with their love problems, and you would have given them love solutions.
Yes.
As difficult it is to find love, friends, sometimes it can be difficult to find health for oneself or for one's loved ones. Especially some health issues can be extremely chronic, and the solution can be just small changes. Vastu at times can offer very brilliant and simple remedies. Girender ji, you need to correct me if this is right or wrong, what I'm about to say next.
You are right.
I'm going to tell you a personal problem that I had 2 years back. I had serious pain in the brain. Serious pain in the brain. And my nerves used to pain, singular nerves, as if somebody's pulling it. While I was driving or anytime it will happen. I just read somewhere, I do not know where, okay, that maybe it's not the Vastu that you follow, okay, so it can be a different type of Vastu. And I don't even remember correctly what I read now after 2 years. But I read is in the Northeast, if there is a lot of clutter, then the person will get pain in the brain. Now, incidentally, that office where I was working, because I used to be there throughout the day in that office. It was my office, Purana office, old office. Where I was working in the Northeast exactly, I had a lot of clutter. Itna tha, there were two big, huge cabinets, so much of clutter. And I removed it. One fine day I removed it, and in 2 days, 3 days, the pain had subsided dramatically. So what I'm just trying to say, friends, is maybe what I did was wrong Vastu-wise, maybe what I did was right Vastu-wise, okay, or maybe it was a placebo effect, okay. But as I've explained,
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Can I speak something at this point? I had an experience in Hyderabad. One of my friend came to meet me, and he shared that his mother was too ill, that she was in hospital because of some brain issues, and he used to live in US, and he was especially coming back to Hyderabad just to take care of his mother, and he wants us to come and check everything. So in the evening, when I went to his house and we just get all the grids and everything, I went to check the exact northeast of their house. You will be surprised to know that there were some cabinets in the northeast, and I haven't seen all types of nails, and tools, which were very pointed one and sharp ones, were collected in a huge quantity into exactly northeast part.
It's God.
Yeah. And I asked them to remove it immediately. In 2 days time, the lady came back to perfectly fine. In 2 days time. And she was there for 2 months. She was in hospital for 2 months.
Oh my God.
And it happened so many times. So 3 days back, I was in Dehradun to one of my client's house. His son is undergone headache all the time. He was otherwise perfectly healthy, no other issues. The same problem was there. They have some almirahs and cabinets northeast, and there was so much clutter, especially nails and pointed things. And I just asked them to remove it, and I told them that he will be fine very soon. And it is what you did was perfectly right, because northeast is the place where the Purush Mandala's head comes exactly. Actually, yeah. Please proceed. Please.
So I'm happy you validated it. Of course, I just read it online somewhere. I don't remember where. It was some website or something. I do not know. But I feel that everybody, Indian or foreigner, should learn at least basic Vastu. Basic Vastu, so that
Yes.
sometimes when there is emergency at house, these days, cancer and paralysis are so common that every third or fourth person is suffering from it. Cancer or paralysis.
Yes.
And stress.
Yes.
Stress. Now, where does stress affect maximum? It starts from here. It starts from here. From the head. So, I mean, I myself undergo extreme stress. Sometimes I work till 1 o'clock. Most of the times it's 1 o'clock in the night, and then I have my dinner, and it's a wrong schedule. Morning 7 o'clock I start, and I work that late, and I just can't sleep. I believe that we need to learn Vastu and help our parents, help our relatives, But of course, they need to learn it properly, at least to a decent extent, and not with the intention of making money. I'm sorry to say, I always bring this topic in. I always believe money and fame, God will give. If your intention is pure, that I want to learn the most perfect astrology, the most perfect Vastu to help people, we are in the business of dua, blessings. We are in the business of blessings. The more blessings we get, our family members or everybody is taken care of, And of course, I feel when you go beyond a certain stage, it should be that I don't even want blessings. It's just my karma. Let me just do, let me help. Anyway, forget my chit and chat. I can go on and on and on. The star of the show, Girender ji. And today is going to teach us a beautiful topic that can help you for the rest of your life. Because there are two things money can't buy. That is love and health. Money can't buy love. Money can't buy health. Okay. Incidentally, when we are young, we believe money and power and fame can buy love. Okay. But we realize that it can only buy physical beauty to a certain extent. Okay. Without offending anybody. But health is something. Okay. We can gift it to our loved ones. And money can't do that. Maybe Vastu can contribute 10%, 20%. Doing physical regime can contribute another thing, and the rest is your horoscope. Okay. Many people have chronic problems. Mr. Bharti is not going to explain for 5 hours. He can explain for 10 days on health and Vastu. He's going to present a small video of half an hour, and as much as possible, he's going to do it. Okay. Thank you so much. Enough of me now. Bharti ji, please tell us, how does Vastu help in health?
Yeah, Vastu, very directly, Vastu helps us in health, because in our last video, we discussed about 16 zones and 45 devas. And in these 16 zones, there are 5 zones which are directly related to our health-related issues. And actually, one more zone which is most important, but that we will discuss separately. But these 5 zones are most important to be taken care of.
Okay. 5 zones.
And most important, 5 zones. In which the most important zone is north of northeast.
Achha.
Mean the zone between the north and northeast. This is called north of northeast. And this is the zone of health and immunity.
Okay.
Yeah, if this zone has some issues, this is directly related to your healing problems or health issues.
Okay, when you say north of northeast, okay,
Yeah.
then let us go here. This is your. Do you see the zone section now in the diagram?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say north of northeast, this is the zone, correct?
Yes. Perfect. Absolutely.
Okay. So what do you don't want here?
Actually, we don't want a toilet here. We don't want fire here in form of kitchen. We don't want red color here because it is again fire element. And a toilet here always gives many big issues related to health. I have seen at many places.
Okay.
So this zone is very important. And first of all, we take care of this zone whenever we see a client who has some health issues.
Okay. And after this, what else should we keep in mind?
After this comes another zone east of southeast,
Mm-hmm.
which is a zone between southeast and east, the zone of anxiety and churning.
Okay.
And if a person is spending a lot of time here,
Okay.
or there is some problems here, then it can give a lot of issues related anxiety, continuous stress, blood pressure, diabetes, this sort of issues.
So this is the zone that you're talking about.
Yes, this is the zone.
So are you saying that this is one of the primary zones for stress?
Of course.
Because you talked about anxiety.
Yes, I have been into a house and they were telling me that the client's younger brother was not able to sleep properly.
Mm-hmm.
And he was into many health issues only because of insomnia. He was not able to sleep.
Okay.
And when I checked his house, his bed was in exactly this zone, east of southeast.
Okay.
So I just asked him to remove his bed few feet away. And he called me next day that after so many months, for the first time, he slept so well.
Oh.
So one thing takes you to the another thing. It's like you are not able to sleep properly. You are all the time, thoughts are going on in your brain. You need to check out if you are sleeping in the right zone or not.
Mm-hmm.
Other zones we are going to discuss now. After that comes the zone of southwest, the zone between the south and southwest, which is the zone of expenditure and disposal.
Okay. South
of southwest.
So why am I not able to see south of expenditure and wastage?
Yes, and I want to tell with the great caution here, because most of the people who are told by Vastu persons that you have to sleep either in south or in the southwest, but if they don't know the exact degrees of their house and by default they go and start sleeping in south of southwest, in 3 years this zone saps out all the energy from a person or health.
Okay.
And not only health issues, this zone also gives you debts, gives you a lot of money related issues.
Oh.
So we need to take a lot of care while making our bedrooms in south or southwest, that our exact bed should not come into this zone.
Okay. So this is one of the areas where the mistakes happen by Vastu Pandits.
Yes. Because if they are not taking it so deeply, like they are not dissecting the zones into 16 zones and they are only taking care of 8 directions, then this type of issues can come very easily. A person thinks that his bedroom is in east, but he might be sleeping in east or southeast. He may think he is sleeping in southwest, but he might be sleeping in south or southwest.
Okay.
it is very important to take care of this particular thing.
Okay. Any particular color that should be avoided?
I have seen a lot of people with,
no, please continue.
yeah, we should not have red color hair, and we should not have red color hair or green. We don't need green also, but we can have yellow color hair, which specify this zone.
Okay.
Also, we should not keep the photographs of a person in this zone.
Oh. Why is
Because
it?
the person whose photo, because even the photo can give the negative effects on that person.
That person whose photograph you keep, suppose you keep your wife's photograph, that person will make you spend more money.
Yes.
So basically, okay, this is what I understand now. You know, sometimes in the traditional Vastu, I don't know, maybe 5-10 years back, before this zonal Vastu came in, you know, people used to say keep the loved one's photograph in this direction. Were people recommending that?
Yes, yes. Yeah, no, actually, I want to tell here that we also say that the family picture should comes into southwest zone. But if you don't know the exact degrees or grid of your house, and if you accidentally put your family photo into south of southwest, your family can start facing relationship issues.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is very important to consider, that whatever remedies we are sharing is actually should be done after taking very lot of care that in which particular zone you are placing the remedies.
Okay. Okay. What are the zone is what you would recommend?
For family photo?
No, for health issues. Health issues.
First of all, I want to share another, which is the zone of detoxification and stress release, as you can see into the chart. And this is the zone of depression also. This is the place where
west of northwest.
Yes, you can show the another grid so that it would be clear for the people.
West of.
No, the grid.
Can you see it now?
Which you were showing before. Yeah, this one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
So
the zone of depression and low mood we are showing here. Yes, this is the zone. And if a person spends a lot of time here, you can have a lot of issues because it takes a person into depression. I have seen many people who are not getting well only because they have bedroom into this zone. So take a lot of care in terms of colors, in terms of the things you are putting into this zone. And if a person is sleeping here for a long time, please take care and remove the bed from this zone. And now I can come to the point what you were asking, that where one should sleep. The best zone is south, the zone of relaxation and fame.
Okay.
The zone of southwest can also be used. The zone of west, the zone of gains and profits.
Okay.
Even in the east and in the north also, one can sleep.
Okay.
Yes. And another zone, south of southeast, is also a very good place to sleep, the zone of power and confidence.
Which one? Which one? Sorry, this one.
This one, yeah.
Okay.
I have asked many of my clients who are physically weak, if they start sleeping in this zone, they become very powerful and strong in the course of time after sleeping into this.
So people who are sick, who have been sick for a long time, can they sleep? Can they sleep in this?
Yeah, we do one thing. A person who is sick for a long time can sleep in the zone of health and immunity for some time.
Okay.
For the time being, until he gets his health back, and
Oh,
then he should again move towards either south of southeast or south.
okay. This should.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for a normal person, north of northeast is not a very good zone to sleep. But for a sick person, he can go and sleep for some time until he gets well.
So basically, you're saying sleeping is another part in the house, and maintaining health is also another part in the house. Like north of northeast, you
Yeah.
make it clean. You make it clean, nice, no toilet.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And the sleeping, you could do it here,
Yes,
and
south of southeast,
you avoid
west.
this. You avoid it.
Yes, you should.
You avoid depression zone, and you avoid expenditure and wastage zone.
Yes, and also the anxiety zone.
Anxiety zone. This one. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a very basic question to ask you, and probably I should have asked it earlier. Okay. Let's assume this square that you see, okay,
Yeah.
is somebody's house, my client's house, my friend's house, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
And I have like this much section cut in my house. This red
Yeah.
part, this part that you see, this whole part is cut in the house. Like in Bombay, we get flats.
Okay.
And it's not a square block or a rectangular block. Okay. Now, when I see something like
Yeah.
this in a plot, in a
Yeah.
house, okay, then
Yeah.
does it mean I have a missing northwest and west and north corner? Does it mean like that? And where does it go? I don't have that corner at all in my house. Sorry.
No, I don't get your question. If it is cut, what you want to
Means
ask me?
see, this is a cut zone. Means
Yeah.
my plot does not have this complete section. This.
I got you. After that,
So where does my northwest go? Does it disappear, or I treat this part of the house as northwest? What does it happen?
no. Actually, first of all, we have to take a lot of good care to find the exact center. First of all,
Hmm.
that is why in Vastu, every client we see is actually a totally new world open to us,
Right.
because no two cases are same. And in a particular case, if the center is exactly coming into this place, we have to find the center. First of all, we can make it. We can take the center in different way, and we can make two parts of this particular house, so that you won't have anything cut. Are you getting me?
Okay.
If we have into this particular place where you are seeing now,
Hmm.
then the northwest is cut. But if we change the center
Hmm.
by particular advanced techniques of Vastu rectification, we can recreate the northwest.
Mhm.
And also there are certain techniques in which if we have certain place available in those cutting zones, we can recreate the center. Sorry, in these zones.
Okay. Okay.
Which is cut, we can recommend them.
Okay. Sounds
Are you
good.
getting me?
I'm getting.
So different zones have different type of techniques based on the different types of maps.
Okay.
There is not a general law.
Right. Okay.
It is a little bit advanced material.
Right. Okay. Can you see this? Let's continue, viewers. Girinderji. So
Yes,
how does the next topic that you're presenting within this topic is the imbalance and the body part affected, or the area of life affected?
yes, actually the imbalance that, as you know, that the Vastu Purush Mandal is exactly, we are sharing in the same way. The directional impact on the body parts is exactly correlated to the Vastu Purush Mandal position. Like the head is on the north zone or northeast zone actually. So the north of northeast causes the related to cough, as it implies. And definitely I was sharing about the sixth zone, which is most important, that is northeast. And like I have wrote here that it can create paralysis, cancer, leukemia, etc. Northeast is most important zone to take care of. There should never be a toilet there. Actually, I have been into a client who was so much into problem about the heart related issue of the client. Actually, they were keep on discussing with the doctors. One doctor was saying that you have to go for the operation. The another was saying not at all. Then they sent the reports to US to two doctors. Same reports came. One was saying to go for the operation. Another was saying never go for operation.
Okay.
And they were so much confused. The situation of the client was keep on getting affected, and he was very ill day by day. These people have a toilet in the northeast zone.
Okay.
I asked them to remove it as soon as possible, just to get the clarity of what you want to do regarding your health issues.
Okay.
They removed the toilet. You won't imagine, in the period of 5 to 6 hours, they were totally clear of going to Mumbai for operation.
Wow.
They did. The situation was so serious that they had the surgery for around 13 hours continuously. You can imagine.
Oh, wow. And
But
then,
and in a month period, they came back, and he's perfectly fine now.
okay.
So you can imagine, our brain is like our CPU. In the same way, our northeast is most important part of our house, which is going to govern all the decisions you are going to take. Maybe for your health issues, maybe for your money related issues, maybe for your love related issues. So if a person is into any type of dilemma of doing this or doing that, they must first of all going to go and check their northeast.
Okay.
Okay. And in the same way, as I told you about ESC, east or southeast, I told you that this zone gives problems related to stress, diabetes, and blood pressure, etc. And SSW is totally the zone of disposal. So it takes away all your health. And west of northwest is going to give you knee point pains or joint pains, definitely, only because Vastu Mandal's knees come into this zone. I also want to share one very important thing. There are some people who have some issues that they have water filled into their knees, these sort of problems.
Yeah.
And these issues come only when there are borings in the southeast or northwest zone of your house. The boring is nothing but water element, which should not be there. Yeah.
Okay. Elderly
If a person
people.
has a boring.
Okay. Like in Bombay, there might not be much, or in Delhi, there might, I don't know, in apartments, there might not be much boring areas. But
Yeah.
say in like most of our elderly people, like today, knee replacement operation. Okay, that's become a fashion in the medical profession.
No, I want to tell you, Sunil, anything is, you can't take it for everyone. But my point is that all the sciences are the sciences of probabilities. So if a house has a southeast and northwest boring, it has most of the probabilities that the house owners are going to affected by this disease. But it doesn't mean that any person who has no boring in the southeast or northwest will never going to get any knee problem.
Correct. Correct. I mean, that's a common sense approach, obviously.
Yeah, it is actually a common sense approach. We should take it like this.
Yeah. My question was more of a general thing. These days you reach about 55, 60. The first thing you got to prepare for minimum 2 operations or 3 operations. One is heart, angioplasty or something. vent, that
Yeah.
stems that they put. And the second is cataract operation.
Yeah.
And the third is knee replacement, this thing. And there was a report in the Times of India that even in the US and India, 45% of the cases, knee replacement operation was not necessary where it was performed.
My God.
Now, knees will be which area? Knees will be which area of our diagram?
Regarding Vastu, you are asking?
Regarding Vastu.
Yeah, as I told you, in the southeast and northwest.
Okay.
So if there are imbalances in southeast and north, I want to tell you another very interesting incident. We are now talking only about 16 zones, and we are not talking about 45 devtas which are residing into these 16 zones.
Right.
Recently, I had an opportunity to see a house in which, by chance, all the toilets which were made in that big house were situated on those particular devtas which were related to the left leg. Some of the devta was related to define that what is the problem going on.
Sorry, Girender ji, I lost connection for a minute. Can you go back and repeat about that? You saw the devtas, all the toilets were in.
Yes, I can.
Please.
So, all the toilets were actually coming into the body part related to the left leg. Some of the devta was related to left heel, some of the devta related to left calf, left knee, left thigh. So I was shocked why it is happening and what pattern is emerging. So when I went to their house and I asked them if there is anyone who has some issues related to left leg. And to my surprise, the wife of house owner was having continuous pain in the left leg.
Wow.
And no doctor was able to define what is going on.
Oh my God.
I myself was shocked to see that this much correlation can come in between the devtas and a human body.
Right.
At another example, I went to a house and there was a devta at the Pusha devta was there, and the Pusha devta was actually related to left wrist. And to my surprise, I asked them if there is anyone who has some problem with the left wrist in the house. And to my surprise, there were 6 members in the house and 4 of them had pain in the left wrist.
This is which devta you said? Pusha.
Pusha.
And
the south of southeast.
Okay.
There was a devta Pusha, and he was a devta of left wrist. And when I asked them, 4 out of 6 people have pain in the left wrist, and it is not common. The problem in the stomach is very common. I can imagine that everybody is suffering from this sort of issues, but not like this. So it is. This is also something which I started taking very seriously after going through these incidents.
Would there be any remedy for the devta?
So definitely, actually, the remedy changed according to the contamination there, the problem there. If the toilet is there, we rectify it in that way. If a kitchen is there, or a opposite element is there. So there are a lot of, because there are 45 devtas and they have different elements, different colors, different battles, and different activities.
Okay.
So in terms of all these things, we use different rectifications and it gives the results.
Fantastic.
So this is something we can't explain.
Right.
Until and unless for the particular person, there are always particular rectifications.
Now zone-wise, if you could just once again show us, what are the reasons, for health issues zone-wise? Once again, just to recap.
Yeah, there are certain, just like I have written that the toilet in the east, northeast, east, northeast, or north of northeast. So I want to give a remedy for the northeast and north of northeast toilet, which is very important, is to put a white color pyramid on the floor on the north-south axis. And best thing is, if it is possible, remove the toilet from northeast or north of northeast if there is any health issues in the house. But if you can't remove it, then best option is place a white pyramid on the floor on the north-south axis.
Okay. Okay. And for the other zones?
As I told you that because for the northeast I'm also always very much concerned. And like I was talking about, the kitchen is in northeast, then the best remedy is to put a yellow stone under the burner.
Yellow stone.
Yellow stone. I want to tell you a few things about the kitchen in the northeast because this is the place where the head of the Vastu Mandal is there. So kitchen in the northeast gave always very heated arguments between the family members.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Yes. And a lot of stress, anxiety is also there. So the best thing is to, if possible, to remove little bit into other zones. But if not possible, then place a yellow color marble or stone under the gas burner.
Okay.
In northeast. Yes. And as I told you that if a person is sleeping in west of northwest zone, it's better to remove the bed.
Yeah. Okay. Any other solutions for all these areas?
Yes, like in the southeast toilet, I have told that the best thing is to place a red bulb there. Of course, there are so many other rectifications, but the best thing is to put the red bulb in the southeast toilet. It's also in the
Inside
south
the
of
toilet.
southeast.
Inside
the toilet. And please make it on all the time, 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were saying also in one more corner, what was it? I interrupted you then.
In the south of southeast.
South or southeast. Okay.
The zone related to the southeast zone. If there is a toilet in south of southeast, you can also place a red bulb there. Another thing, like the cut east zone, definitely, because the east is air element. So we can put some artificial broad-leaved plants outside or inside the house, exactly in the east zone, to compensate the cut east zone.
Okay.
And definitely we should not put dustbin into east zone. And I want to tell you one more thing, that if a person is passing through some depression, there might be a dustbin in northeast area.
Oh.
Take care, just like in your case, it was like a dustbin, maybe there was clutter,
Yeah.
but you removed it and you get the results. So
True.
I want to tell it to everyone that please clear your northeast zone as soon as possible to be able to think clearly of what to do and what not to do.
In the presentation, you have mentioned about in the northeast or the west kitchen, if there is a kitchen, put a yellow Jaisalmer stone under the stove, under the burner. If Jaisalmer is not available or it's not possible to put it, what should
if not possible, is better you can either paint it or you can just buy 2 yellow colored tiles or 3 tiles and place them under your gas burner.
Okay, so you have the kitchen ladi, what we call kitchen mein jo ladi, slab. Yeah. On which you have the stove. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you're saying under the stove, so you're saying just the stove size will be somewhere around 3 feet by 2 feet.
Yes.
So just that much should be Jaisalmer stone.
Yes, not on all, not on all.
Okay. So
At least
only
this much.
this much, put a Jaisalmer stone of that size and put your stove on it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
If a kitchen is in the west section or north.
West or northeast. Yeah.
And same remedy we can do for the east kitchen.
For east, you have to use the green.
Green
Like I've
stone.
written, Baroda green stone. Yeah.
Okay. What is a Baroda green stone?
There is a type of stone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's assume in the Western countries this is not available. So they just put a green stone, kind of
Yes.
green tiles.
You can paint green color. You can put green tiles, or you can put Baroda green stone. It is not necessary to find the Jaisalmer stone only. That is not the point actually.
Okay.
Color should be there. Yeah.
Now, what other remedies should we do for health?
What?
Any other remedies for?
Yeah, I mean, as other remedy I want to tell you, just as the most important zone for health is north of northeast. So we can put a Lord Dhanvantari photo into that zone.
Okay. There's a goddess of healing.
Yes, god of healing, and that is a very potent rectification for the people, especially for whom the doctors are not able to find out what is the problem.
Oh. Okay.
Very soon they get the problem sorted out.
Okay.
If you put a Lord Dhanvantari photo
Okay.
into the north of northeast zone. I also want to say something here, because I have seen some places was Hindu god's photo.
So sorry, come again, please. Come again. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, I want to repeat that I have come across some cases where it is not possible to put Hindu god photo
Okay.
or picture.
Okay.
So in that case, you can put Christian angels of healing into this particular zone.
Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I like about
So we
you.
don't need only.
That's what I love about you. I mean, your Vastu is not like hard, like narrow kind of thing. You're using the elements. You're creating solutions for foreigners, for Indians, for Chinese, whatever. You're teaching basically the fundamentals of Vastu.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
this is the zone of healing, and we only need some healing entities or angels
Okay.
or gods
Okay.
into that particular zone. And we need to program it. That's it.
Okay. I have a stupid question to ask you. Let's assume, okay, I am a guy who has no health problem, okay,
Yeah.
but I'm one of those super worrying guys. So what will happen to me in the future? Or maybe just I want to be safeguarding, but I have no health problem. So should I still put a Lord Dhanvantari photograph in north of northeast? Will it have an adverse effect? Like when I don't have a problem, why am I inviting healing?
No. There is no adverse issues. Actually, these 16 zones are actually related to your subconscious mind. So what are your intent desires or intentions for your future? Only those zones should be taken care of.
Okay.
So if a person who wants to do very good in sports, he should take care of south of southeast zone. A person who is interested in meditation and peace of mind should place a Buddha statue into northeast zone. A person who wants to do very good in politics should take care that there is no toilet in the east zone, the zone of social associations. The person who wants fame should take care of south. So in this way, we should design our house, because it is another replication of our subconscious mind.
Right.
So if a person is worrying about health, he should use healing angels or Dhanvantari in the north of northeast. But a person who is not worrying about health, then he should not think about it.
Why program it? Why program?
Yeah.
That was my basic question. Why program it?
Yeah.
When you
No. There is no need. Actually.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me something beyond Vastu. The current modern Vastu, you and me have been discussing about, what is the biggest killer for health?
Yeah, that is the subject I have been working for so many years, and that is geopathic stress. And I am working on this when no one used to know about its name. What is this? Now, so many people are familiar about this geopathic stress. There are certain underground currents actually, which are coming. There are some vibrations which are coming from the core of the earth. And when they comes into the touch of the underground water streams or certain mineral compositions, it becomes very harmful for human organism.
Okay.
So if by chance the bed of a house owner comes on this particular geopathic stress lines,
Mhm.
these people are going to suffer many serious physical or mental diseases. And the biggest problem is that no one can see. You
So okay, here is what I got it. I think you hit the nail on the spot. I might have a perfect Vastu house,
Yeah,
but if the geopathic stress level
yeah,
on my ground on which my house is built
yeah, is
has a
not good.
it's not good, has a problem. So actually my Vastu would not be so effective. Am I right?
I want to give you an example. I was in Dehradun and I was called by a very rich man of this city. He owns many big schools and even a mall. He owns a mall. So you can imagine how. And he has a very, in the heart of the city, he has very big bungalow. He calls me and to my surprise, he said, I will not tell you about my problem. You tell me about my problem. I said, okay. I started checking, first of all, the Vastu of his house. I was surprised to see he has a big swimming pool in the exact northeast zone. He has a kitchen in the southeast and he has bedrooms in the west and southwest. And in the Brahmisthan area of his house, he has made a very big attachment of, I think, minimum 50 lakh rupees of at that time, which with a pushing of a button, it totally opens. So in a way, according to Vastu, it opens it's Brahmisthana. So when I see that, I have never seen such a perfect Vastu in a house.
Means the roof opens in the Brahmasthan.
Yes, the roof opens if you push a button
Which
and
is
then
like
it closes.
which is the old style of Vastu in our earlier days when
Yes,
the center used
yes,
to be
yes,
open. Center. In Kerala we
yes,
have that, yeah. In Kerala.
yes, yes. So he was following all the norms of Vastu. The perfect house one can make according to Vastu because he has no lack of money. Then I started checking the energies with the help of my Lacker antenna and other instruments. To my surprise, it was a very strong geopathic stress was at this place. So I told him immediately that there might be health issues and very serious health issues into this house. And then he told me that he was looking very young and energetic like you and me. But then he told me that 2 times he was passing through this bypass surgery or some other operations on his heart. And then his wife came and she started talking about her physical problems. Her eyes has very dark
Circles.
shades, circles, and she was not able to sleep properly and so many health issues. This was the perfect example of perfect Vastu and totally geopathically stressed place.
Okay. So what's the
So what
solution? What's the solution? You're going to tell us.
there are some bigger solutions which we do when we go to a site. We put some machines under the earth and this and that. But here on this channel, to our Saptarishi family, I want to say there are some other solutions also which one can use. So if a person who is feeling that there is some sluggishness in the house, or you are feeling some people are unnecessarily getting irritated and the family members are fighting for no reason at all, and you are not feeling stable. Sunilji, our feet are on the ground. So
Yeah.
the earth energies are very related to our telluric energies, just like our feet give feet gives us stability. In
Right.
the same way, the finance gives us stability. Our bank balance gives us stability. So that is also related to money related problems. So money and health both are related to this geopathic stress problem. So if somebody feels like this, the best way is to do this ritual which I am going to tell you every 15 days. So you can wash first of all your whole floor with the water and soap, and then in the night pour some sea salt on the floor
Okay.
in different rooms, and take care that no one crosses it, because sea salt has the quality to absorb all the negativity from the particular place, and it starts going upward. So it's better if no one crosses it. In the morning, take care to sweep it to the drain, and then again clean it with water and soap, and then place some camphor here
Okay.
on the floor. Don't burn it, just place it there. Repeat it every 15 days, and you will see a tremendous result.
Okay.
Another thing one can do is, if you find some really negative place in your house, the treatment which I told before was for the whole house, the whole floor of house. But now I'm telling is for a particular spot. So place a bottle filled with water, sea salt, and camphor,
Okay.
and keep on changing it every 15 days.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the best way
Mm-hmm.
to clean the geopathic stresses from your house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can target the corners, especially, or where we sit and we work. You know, some people work from home, where normally the stress is created, or where we are constantly on phone calls. I've always realized, if you know, एक झगड़ालू इंसान एक जगह पे बैठता है, what do you call, a person is always arguing and debating,
Yeah.
arguing, fighting. You know, if he's sitting on a particular chair and you go to his house and you sit on that chair, you can just feel that energy. You know, it kind of envelops you. It makes you like you feel irritated. So usually we are always having our gossip at a particular place in the house, maybe a veranda. You know,
Yeah.
Especially the bitching that we do in life, we bitch about people. You know, we tell bad things. So that area, especially if we remove it with this ritual that you said, bottle of water mixed with sea salt and camphor. You know,
Yeah.
we keep it over there. It will at least absorb the negativity, and it can throw it out every 15 days.
Of course, another thing I want to tell you is regarding environmental energies, the energy between the floor and the roof of the house.
Okay.
Exactly like you were telling, that if we are keep on talking about in the house about anything, if we are talking about negative things, the place or the house keeps the memories of that particular talks.
Yeah.
And it is there, and it is haunting us all the time, and we sometimes get caught into circle which is unending. You know, that is why so many people who says that whenever we go out of the house we feel so blessed, but whenever we enter we feel so bad. So many clients of me says this thing. So I want to tell all these people who feel that they don't like in their house, do these two remedies, and along with this you can use Tibetan bowl technique. There's a Tibetan bowl, yeah, and you can play it like this, and it has very great quality of changing the environmental energies of a particular house, a particular enclosed place. Yes, because it has mantras encrypted along the bowl, and you have to just stroke like this, and the sound will come automatically.
And
so the mantras are,
how many minutes you're going to do it?
No, it's 5 to 10 minutes is more than enough.
And
Really,
all the corners of the house?
definitely. The best thing is in the center of the house.
The Brahmasthana.
Brahmasthana.
Okay. And is it very costly, this Tibetan bowl thing? Is it very
No,
costly?
no. It is hardly 1,500 to 2,000 rupees maximum.
Okay.
I think maximum.
Okay.
Or if you can go to Dharamshala or some places where you can find these things, I think you can get cheaper.
Okay. Okay. So you get a Tibetan bowl with a metallic thing around it.
Yes. Metallic mantras, actually. They have.
Okay.
And also another very simple technique is to remove the negative environmental energies is to play bhajans or mantras loudly.
Yeah, that's what I do. You know, what I used to do, somebody very senior had recommended this to me, that during Sandhya time, sunrise and evening Sandhya time, between sunrise and sunset, so the sunset time, just when the sun is setting, at that time to play very loud spiritual music. Okay.
Yes.
Especially, you know, we have our very powerful stotras, Vishnu Sahasranam, morning time. You know, all that is very good. What I do is, okay, I play Narayan Kavach. I play that, you know, because I'm in a field where everybody seems to be jealous of each other, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody is bitching about each other, you know. And then they see a young kid coming up and changing the equations in the market. Nobody, elderly people or the other kind of you know, commercial guys, they don't like. So I play that, and I found it working quite well. In consideration to the amount of stress I have, I really feel protected. I feel Narayana is there with me, you know, to protect me and to give me the strength not to hate people, not to dislike people. Of course, it's difficult. We are not yogis. But at least if you consciously try, you know, you can have a very beautiful environment. Another thing I wanted to share with you. There is this kasturi,
Yeah.
okay, which is of the deer. Okay.
Yes.
Kasturi fragrance, kasturi agarbattis, especially, of course, pure kasturi is very costly, you know.
Yes.
Very costly. It's too much, you know.
Out of reach, almost.
Out of reach. You know, our mutual friend, Naveen Nathani. Once I made him run around for original pure, because he's in the north and Himalayas, Dehradun, you know, I made him run around for it. And it was like 45,000 to 1 lakh and no guarantee of the quality.
No guarantee. Yeah.
So anyway, even if I noticed kasturi, this thing, if you do, okay, sometimes better than dhoop, the dhoop that we play in the house, kasturi creates a very pure environment. Very pure environment.
Yes.
So, thank you so much, Girinderji. If you want to share any more tips, you're most welcome. But I'm happy. I'm happy for today, especially the Tibetan bowl thing. You know.
Yeah, I want to tell one more thing, which the chanting of the mantra, and this is one of the most powerful mantra given to me by one of my Reiki master many years back. And it is for the people who really want to have physical strength in their body and who feels weak.
Okay.
So they should sit in the south of southeast, the zone of power and confidence, and repeat this mantra 108 times. Actually, I have written 21 times for the layman's, but if someone really want to get help from this mantra, so 108 times daily, the Om Brahmane Namaha. Om Brahmane Namaha. This mantra is very, very, very good for gaining physical strength in your body.
I'm going to ask you to repeat it. We sit in south or southeast?
Yes.
And we face which direction? We face which direction?
You face northeast.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that will help.
Yes, that will help a lot.
Okay. Thank you so much, Girinderji. You've been Such a pleasure, spending your time with us, educating us. And I hope, if I want people to see this video a couple of times, make your notes, and implement it. Whatever you learn, implement it with care, because you're playing with someone's health. Okay. If you find a remedy not working, okay, you can instantly change it. Okay. Or you can call Girinderji or any other Vastu expert who does zonal Vastu, and see to it that you yourself learn at least some basics of Vastu. Of course, we're going to create some videos. Okay, we're going to create videos on different areas of life regularly with Girender Bharti ji. And then we're going to take the 45 devatas also. Okay, and we're going to go in depth. But learning from a guru is definitely there. Okay, and working hard, learning it diligently. Even if you're watching this video, make your notes, make your calculations, observe. Like how Girinderji said, northeast, sharp objects. Check, person has headache. Especially young children, they get headaches very fast because they are using their brains quite a lot for their studies.
Yes.
Well, anyway, Girinderji, it's such a pleasure to have you. Okay, and we're going to be coming up with another great topic, which is career, the next time. Right, Girinderji? I hope we do a career the next time. Everybody wants a career, especially after demonetization. Or let's do wealth.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's do on wealth.
I would like to teach some miracle techniques on career and wealth.
Oh,
leading.
Fantastic.
Irrespective of what the period is going on.
Okay. Budget or no budget, Vastu will work.
Yes.
Quantum Vastu will work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you.